So these are the sights I finally decided to go with. It was the Trijicon HD XR in orange. They just kind of popped the best of my eyes. I did not want to go through the hassle of buying the tool, so here's my video on how I installed them. Well, figure while I'm in a video making mood, I'll explain how I installed my Trijicon Glock sights, night sights. So tools I used was a $10 Amazon Glock set. Came with the Glock front sight tool, Glock punch, and magazine tool. Figured I'd use those eventually anyway on a few Glocks. But this was the main thing I needed. Took the front sight tool. You can see that oddly shaped screw in there. Removed it. Once I got that out, I was able to put in the front sight fairly easily. But then came the fun. We'll pretend this is my table. I took the slide, placed it on the table, then the book over the top. I don't know if you can see that, but right here is where the clamp actually clamped it down. And so the bed wasn't here, of course, it was hanging off the edge of the table. Then I used the C-clamp to clamp all of that together. You can see where that was pushing down through it. And then once I had it clamped down sufficiently, I took the front sight tool and used this end of it and the rubber mallet to knock out the original Glock plastic sight with the sand mallet banging on top, as this was being held by the other hand, pushing it out. Once the front sight fell, or the rear sight fell out, got rid of this thing and grabbed the other sight, pushed it in as far as it would go, and not wanting to mar the metal, and we switched over to the wood. And you can maybe see, there we go, how that's all chipped a little bit. And that was the first pushes on the inside of the sight. Then once it got far enough in, used the edge of it to finish pushing the sight all the way through. I got pretty lucky. Actually, I used this hammer for that. I got pretty lucky, it feels like, because it seems like on my first try, it got to fairly even. The front sight was a little crooked, and I unscrewed it, reset it, and then Loctited that down with the screw in there. Did not use Loctite on the rear yet, but from what I can see, it's fairly well done. Once I get out to the range and I can double check it, it looks to be fairly even. I didn't caliper it or anything, but that looks pretty damn close. And once I double check that at the range, I'll throw some Loctite around this thing and make sure it stays down. And that was an easy install. It took me about 20 minutes on a lunch break. It was not difficult at all, and no $100 or $50 sight pusher tool needed. So again, $10 box of Amazon tools that I could use for other things anyway. Alright, make a little short video about that later. Peace.